What is a woman?
Define woman. Go, please. One of you.
A person who their internal idea of what they are is a woman.
Terrible definition. Coming from a lesbian, that destroys the very concept of our sexual orientation.
This is what we call a circular definition, using the term itself in the definition of the word. A woman is whoever identifies as a woman, but identifies as what exactly?
Welcome back to the Jazz Lounge, and before we go any deeper into this video, I want you guys to not take offense. Really understand the point that I'm coming from before you scream transphobic to me or say that I'm experiencing internalized transphobia, because I am a queer non-binary human being who also acknowledges that, hey, I am a woman, I was born biologically female, and I don't want any part of being a man associated with me. Hello. But yes, keep watching if you want some of this juicy tea that we're going to be discussing. Gender and sex are two completely different things, and I find it completely asinine. Is that the word? Let's take out the Googler. Hey Siri, define asinine. Okay. According to Siri, it means extremely stupid or foolish. It's right there. Okay. It is completely asinine when a person is asked, well, what is a woman? What is being a woman? And then they say in response, oh, a woman is a person who feels inside that they are a woman. How are you answering the question of what is a word? But this is the mind fluckery of it all. When someone asks a question, what is a woman? You cannot use that word in the definition that you are providing. What is a woman? And you say a woman is a person who feels inside that they are a woman. But what is a woman? And the fact that there is so much confusion when people ask the question, when there is an answer of what a woman is. This is another thing. There are three sexes, and I also believe that there are three genders. And I also want to play a clip from this girl whom I do subscribe to on YouTube. I don't agree with everything she says, but she recently made a video asking everyone in the streets of London.
How many genders do you think there are?
Over 10?
Over 10? So is there a specific number of genders or no?
Not really.
I don't know. I think it's countless.
Infinite genders?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi guys, it's me.
Someone like me, I believe that there are three genders and there are three sexes. There's female, the female sex, intersex, and then the male sex. And I feel like people who are intersex that's where that whole spectrum thing comes in. And then as far as gender, I believe that there are she, her, he, him, and then the they, them, for those people who are like me, and we deal with this like queer identity and this, confusion, I guess you can say, about whom we really are deep down inside. Although, we're born biologically one thing, I feel like it is extremely important that we recognize the confusion that we face deep down inside without gaslighting people who seriously want to learn about us and how our mindset works.
Define woman. Go, please. One of you.
A person who their internal idea of what they are is a woman.
Terrible definition. Coming from a lesbian, that destroys the very concept of our sexual orientation.
Why? Why? You can't be connected and sexually attracted to somebody's brain.
I totally agree with that statement in the sense of, like, obviously you can be attracted to someone's brain, like the way they think can be like a turn on or like super attractive and like the sense of intellectually stimulating. But as far as like the physical aspects, physically attracted to somebody's brain. Okay. But let's go ahead and play another clip.
Define what a woman is without reference to the word woman, please.
This is actually a logical fallacy called a red herring. You're asking me a question in order to actually challenge my question without
No, it
actually
isn't. I'm saying
answering
that
my...
it really is not. There are objective measures as to whether you're a man or a woman. There are objective measures as to whether you're male or female. There's certainly a spectrum when with regard to effeminateness versus masculinity. That's certainly true, but that does not change the underlying sexual dichotomy that is the basis for all human reproduction.
None of the medical associations that I just named off would actually support the idea that gender is biological. This is something that's completely untrue within every single medical consensus.
I will just say that
Gender isn't biological. However, sex is biological. Being born female, male, or intersex, that is biological. It is. It truly is. And I don't want anyone to take offense of what I'm saying. This is just a literal fact. And we literally have people here on this TikTokers telling children specifically that biological sex isn't real. Stop talking, please.
I will just say that anyone who suggests that gender has no reference whatsoever to biology, it's not connected in any way to biology, is just full of shit. Because if the reason I...
And once again, I'm just going to go back to what I said before. Gender is linked to sex. And I explained it, and I'll explain it again. When someone is born female, right, born to female sex, the word associated to them, other than just being named by their body parts, is a woman. They're a woman. They have reproductive organs, okay? And you don't have to tell me, oh, not all women go on periods, not all women can have babies. I've used that argument myself before I recognized, am I being brainwashed right now? I think I'm being brainwashed. I'm totally aware of that. Some people literally have health problems that make it so that they can't use those reproductive organs, literally, okay? Some people get their tubes tied, but they were still once able to pop out a baby. You know what I mean? Like me, I don't get my period every month, but I was still born biologically female, and because of that does make me a woman, and that is why when people look at me, they define my pronouns to be she, her. It's so straightforward, and we don't have to argue about this anymore, and we don't have to be called transphobic for seeing things how they literally are. Let's continue.
Anybody who suggests to you that there is such a thing, for example, as a pregnant male is not a doctor, they are an activist.
Because there's no such thing as a pregnant male. Now, there is such thing as a pregnant trans man. That is a total thing. That is a thing. Okay, well, let's go to another clip. But when it comes to this, we really have to stop gaslighting people and labeling transphobia and homophobia on them because they see things for how it is. It's not like, oh, we're scared of trans people. It's like, no, we're gonna stop putting this fear in people's hearts because they're simply saying things like it is, without any negative intention behind it. It's like, we want you to explain to us what a woman is without you using the word woman, because that's not how that works.
It's a woman.
Yeah. Great question. I'm not a woman, so I can't really answer that.
What is a woman? I don't want to assume, but you guys are all women?
We're all women.
Yes, we're women.
So how would you define it, in the simplest terms?
That is hard. Yeah, it is. It is a stumper.
Define.
A group of women can no longer define what being a woman is to them, because this is what this society has done to us. They put so much fears in our fucking souls. It's not even funny. This is frightening. And I'm a person who used to define myself to be a feminist until I saw that the feminist movement has been completely crushed and obliterated. For real.
Defining womanhood is just a project of someone who identifies as a woman.
Yeah, but what do they identify? You see what I'm saying? What do they identify as? They identify as a woman, but what is that?
I honestly don't know.
I came all this way to know what. They're fair. I just wanted to know, what is a woman?
And you're not going to find out.
Why are you asking a gay man as to what it means to be a woman? you should be asking women what it means to be a woman, especially trans women, what it means to be a woman.
I'm asking all kinds of people. Can anyone have an opinion about it?
I'm done here, okay? Being a woman is not only something that you are born being. A trans woman is a woman, however, they are a trans woman, meaning they were not born biologically female. Just because we are saying, hey, you weren't born biologically female, which is linked to being a woman, which is also linked to those she, her pronouns in this society, once again, in this societal structure that we have built, it doesn't mean that we think any less of you. And once again, this is coming from me, someone who is a non-binary person, but you know what, I am still grounded with reality, and I recognize that being a woman means so much to me. I was born with these reproductive organs. I am a mother. I had the opportunity to breastfeed, right? I am going beyond this patriarchal system where they say that, you know, women don't have the power to be these, you know, the head of the household, and I can take care of me, myself, and I and my daughter without the help of a man. And guess what? I can still play my femininity, right? And I can still be the damsel in distress when I choose to be, and have a big, strong man want to save the damsel in distress, you know? And I believe that men should have the right to transition into women if they feel that they identify more with women in the sense of aesthetic. And that's what it is. It's aesthetics. Because someone born biologically man could never really fully understand what it is like to live being a girl or being a woman. It's aesthetics. You look at a woman and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to be that. Look, I love the outfits, I love the hair, I love this, I love that. You don't want the struggle that we have, though, from the moment that we were born on this planet. Trust me. Just like how a person who may be white, you know, now there are people who transition to look more black and ethnic. Now, y'all want to deal with those racial injustices? Go ahead, my friend. Do you, boo. But like, come on. So I understand, like, women are beautiful. We have created so much life on this planet. Without us, there would be nothing. Okay. So I understand. I understand. Listen, we live on Mother Earth. Okay. The earth is female, if you ask me. So I understand the aesthetics of it all. However, I would love it if trans women would recognize that they would never fully understand what it is like to be us. Like, you'll never understand. And you know what? It's okay. I love you and I'm here for you. Okay? I would date a trans woman. I'd date anybody. I'm pans, baby. Someone who is pans, this is a whole nother video, but someone who is pans would also date someone who is trans versus someone who is bi, mainly wants to date the biological sex of it all. So I get that. But watch out, because the bi folk will be called transphobic. Oh. That's a whole nother story. In a whole nother video, which I think I will make next. So thank you guys for watching this, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And always come back, subscribe to the Jazz Lounge, and love you. Bye.